This recording is to introduce you to the marketing plan assignment. This is split into several different phases, and for marketing plan part 1, MP1, we're going to be looking for corporate information and internal environment for the company that you've been assigned. The companies that we're working with this semester are Blue Apron, Epic Games, Peloton, Sears Holding Company, Tesla, Uber or Lyft, and Wayfair. Where you're going to want to start is by getting your company's annual report. So to find that, I'm going to work with Netflix because nobody's working with that one. I just put Netflix annual report, and you're going to be looking for something like investor relations, financials. If we head here, this is where Netflix annual reports are. They might also be called the company's 10K. You're going to look for the most recent year's annual report. The proxy statement probably won't be enough, so we'll go ahead and go with the 2017 annual report. It'll look like this. It will be pretty long. You're going to want to read through sections of this that look relevant. You're going to want to spend some time with this. I will probably read through all of the annual reports for all of the businesses, and if I ask you questions in the feedback that I give you, and that information is in your annual report, you're going to need to have it in your paper. So I will give you feedback about that, and if I ask you for specific feedback that should be in your 10K or annual report, you're going to need to add it. Okay? The other thing you're going to need to find is the corporate website. So if we go to Netflix, if we just go to Netflix, it's going to take us to watching TV and movies. While that would be fun, that's not exactly what we're doing. So we're going to want to go to Netflix corporate. Okay, so this is where we want to be. This is where the financial information is going to be, information about the company. Here we have their stock price. This is a lot of the information that we're going to need for the paper that we're going to write. One thing that will be important is news and events, looking up press releases, financial releases, things like that. Okay, so look around the corporate website for your company, get to know it. You're going to want to find the company history, information like that. Okay, get to know that. Then you're also going to want to go to Owler and create an account for your team. Let's just go ahead and create an account for my school email address. They have emailed me a link, which I will go get, but I'm going to shut you off for a second. Okay, I confirmed the email, and now they are trying to get me to follow some different businesses. Actually, you could have put in the company you want to follow, so say that I want to follow Netflix. I would do that, or I can follow all of the businesses that we're working on for this semester, so Blue Apron. Okay, you don't have to do all of that. I'm going to go ahead and do it because it's something that I'm going to want to pay attention to as you're going. But go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and go to Netflix and show you the types of things that you can see. So we've got their annual revenue based on their last SEC filings, how many employees they have, their CEO's approval rating, a quick history here, their links on social media, their top competitors, and then we can also link to and go look at their top competitors. This is something you'll be doing later in the semester. You're going to evaluate some of their top competitors. You won't be able to see everything with the free version, but this should do enough for you to write a marketing plan. Okay, you're also going to want to look for news articles, so I'm going to just go ahead and Google Netflix in the news. And so something that's posted 19 hours ago, Netflix won't work with Apple on video plans, so this might be something interesting to us. Stocks making the biggest moves. Netflix is in the news for its stock doing pretty good. This is another one about them not working with Apple very well. And we can go look at some other things too in the New York Times. And we could also go look for their press releases. So let's go ahead and look at these real quick. We're going to want to look at the news outlet that they're coming from. You're going to want to go ahead and start citing them, start figuring out whether you're going to use the resource and go ahead and put it in your references. Grab any relevant information out of here that you're going to want to use. If you're not sure if you want to use it yet, save this resource, save the link, save the reference, so you can come back to it later. So go ahead and start compiling where you're going to want to pull your information from. And go ahead and save them, because you're going to want them later. Okay. You're also going to want to look for your company on all of the major social medias. So we can start with YouTube and look for Netflix. And we are not looking for videos about Netflix. We are looking for Netflix's account. So if it's your business, go ahead and subscribe to it. And what you're going to want to do with this eventually is describe how your company is using each of these social media platforms. Okay, so it looks like Netflix is mainly using this for interviews or previews and things like that. Okay, let's also look for them on Facebook. We don't really need that noise. Okay, here is Netflix. Here's Netflix's page. Eventually, this isn't in one of your first assignments, but eventually you will want to analyze how they're using Facebook to interact with their fans and how they're doing that. You're also going to see if they have a Twitter account. Okay, we'll look for Twitter or Netflix here. Here they are. And we could see when we were searching here, they have multiple. So they have Netflix Canada, South Africa, CS, India, and Ireland. That's important to note, that they are managing their Twitter accounts for different regions in different ways. So this is Netflix US, and you'll want to see how they're using that, what they're doing with it, whether they're interacting with fans or if they're just pushing information to the fans, those types of things, for example. And lastly, we're going to want to see if they have an Instagram page. Okay, and they do. And once again, you're going to want to know what they're doing with it, how their fans feel about it, what they're doing. There's also Instagram TV, which is going to be used in a different way. And that's another thing you'll want to analyze. And also look at how they're being tagged by their fans and how that's being done. Okay. All right. So this is all you going and gathering information, gathering data, gathering the resources you're going to need to write your paper. You're not going to use all of them today, but you do need to start creating a place to put those things, to put those resources, start working on your references. I would recommend using either OneDrive or Google Drive so everybody on your team can access these things. Organize them into folders. The submission you're going to work on today is going to have a cover page, and I'm going to go ahead and make one of those for you guys. So this is what it will need to look like. You can even use a design for it. So let's see, insert cover page. Okay, put that over here. So this is MP1. Okay, marketing 331, marketing principles. Okay, this is where I'm going to want your mission statement. So that's where this is going to go. We'll put the semester here. Okay. Also going to want your team members on here. Let's go ahead and put them in the header. So this would be team member 1, 2. Okay, and that will show up on just the front page, which is fine. And then you're going to start over here with the sections in the document. So you have your cover page here. You can design that however you want. It doesn't have to look like this one. This one looks sort of lame right now, so feel free to play around with that and have it look pretty. But then the rest of your sections are going to need to have headers. And so you're going to use this up here in the ribbon. You're going to use heading 1 for the major sections. So corporate information section. We don't have to say section. Situation analysis. Okay, and references. And these all need to be an APA even from this very first submission. So everything that you went and got, go ahead and start citing it now. You can have somebody in your team be responsible for doing that. There also needs to be a page with teamwork page and notes. You can format this however you want. You can do it the way you were doing minutes for the simulation. As part of this assignment, you're also going to do page numbers. So you're going to click at the bottom of page 2 and page number, bottom of page. I like this one the best. It's just doesn't really matter, but I like the way it looks. You're going to need team name in the header of this page. You're going to need to use appropriate APA citations, and you're going to want to do captions for figures. So say for example, I go out and I use this picture. So I copy it and I put it into my paper. I need to reference that appropriately. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to click on the picture, go to References, insert caption, and I need to tell my readers what this is. Photo of CEO. Okay, but I need to do more than that. I need to tell where I got it. So I'm going to say retrieved from recode.net on March. Okay, and then I'm going to also put the link. Okay, so that's enough for this assignment. The next video will outline the next assignment. Thank you very much.